Hello everyone, this is Rattue 498 and this is a 1v1 battle on grassy flatlands. I'm playing as the Netherlands. My opponent is playing as France. Right, as you can see, I've split my army into three sections. I've got a small force in the centre, I've got a larger force on the right and a larger force on the left, and I've got four of the best cav Netherlands have got in behind, and two more of the best cav in behind my left flank. So as you can see, I'm just going to move up. My plan throughout this battle is to basically keep away from my opponent's old guard. Netherlands, basically all my units got morale 6 apart from my cav, so the old guard get anywhere near them and they're just going to run away. So I'm basically just going to try to destroy them as quickly as possible, send my cav in, disrupt, and basically try and keep away from the old guard, which I believe are on the opposite side that you can see now at the top of the screen. So as soon as the old guard advance, you'll see me quickly running away from them. So as you can see here, I've pulled all my men forward. So I'm going to try and overwhelm this centre force, leaving the far two lines to the end because that's where the old guard are. So my lights are now engaged. I've got two lights firing on the one at the moment, so pretty happy with that. The Dutch lights aren't too bad, but they're not great. So really, I don't really want to keep a light on light battle or a line on line battle going. So as I say, I'm just going to basically try and get my men in position and then rush them as quickly as possible. So I'm starting to move my lines up, get them ready to go forward. And as you can see at the top of the screen, one of my units has gone red, and that is because the old guard are moving towards them. They haven't even fired, they're just moving towards them and they've gone red. So as you can see now, I've pushed up and I'm going to be sending a fairly large cav charge through. And these cav are actually pretty good for their price, and they're not too bad at all. I think they've got a morale of 9, so they'll be able to hang around in there for quite some time. I've got 4 units of them going to be coming through, I think. So they're going to hit into the lights. He's got a cav unit there as well, but he didn't manage to form square with the first unit. But he does manage it with the second. So his second unit's going to form square, which is fine by me, really. It didn't matter whether he did or he didn't. I'm basically just going to push my lines up and then start shooting them. The Dutch line's accuracy is pretty bad, so I'm going to want to get some serious advantage at shooting them first. So as you can see, he's basically completely disrupted. 4 lines light firing on there. He's pushed his old guard up, so you can see the 2 flags above my head on my left have all gone red, just simply because the old guard are there. So he's come out of squares, but it's a bit too late for him really. One of his units routed away already. So now I've got 4 units firing on the one, so pretty easy to overcome him no matter what my accuracy is with that. So he's pushed up his lines on his left, which is the old guard. I believe it's a Swiss foot as well. So as you see now, I'm going to reform my line. I'm going to pull my right flank away and send my left flank down, which should give me a better advantage shooting at the lesser units. I send my cav in as well, making form a square so I don't get shot when I'm advancing. As I say, these guys run away pretty quickly. I didn't take a decent general in this one. I normally take a top general when I'm playing with Netherlands, just simply to give them the extra morale. I think Rizguard's posting a video where I do that. Live recording, I'm not sure whether it is or not. So as you can see, I'm just basically going to wrap around now. He's only got a couple of units left over here. He's got 4 cav, he's got 4 pretty decent cav as well. He's got Polish Guard Lancers, he's got a couple of Lancer units, and I believe he's got a shooter cav as well. So he's got some decent cav left. I think this guy is let down by his use of his cav. If he uses cav better, even now he could still take advantage of me pretty quickly. But his use of his cav wasn't the best. He kind of bunched them all together and sent them all into the same place, which kind of left it pretty easy for me to form a square and deal with them. So I'm going to push up on these guys now. As you can see, I've got 5 or 6 units there, so I should be able to deal with them pretty comfortably. And here comes his cav charge. He's going for my lights, so I'm going to try and run my lights into my square. They kind of get halfway there and decide, oh no, fuck that, and then they run away. But I've got those 2 units in square there, so they're going to do some damage to the oncoming cav. As you can see, no matter, I mean, I'm completely outnumbering him, but yeah, some of my flags are still red. These guys really are petrified of anything that kind of even looks at them. So I sent a cav charge in on his own old guard. Basically, I didn't want to do too much damage with that first one, just basically stop him from forming a square. So then I send my main cav charge through afterwards to finish him off, and then they go straight in onto the general, try and get rid of him. He countercharged with some cav. I managed to get rid of his general. I don't think I killed him, but I managed to get rid of his general. He countercharged with some cav. He does, and I turn my cav around when he tries to run away, and I follow them. My guys are better in melee than his lancers. I'm not sure about the Polish Guard lancers, they might actually be better, but his standard lancers and his shooter cav, I'll be able to beat him in melee, so I kind of chase him, which is a little silly, really. I should have kind of tried to drag him down towards my lines so my lines could help out in the fight. But I'm going to push my lines up now. As you can see on the top of the screen, he's still got some men over there. He tries to bring them down in a second, but I've got a small force over there as well, which is kind of like my pinning force, which is stopping them from coming over to support. So as you can see now, my lines are all just going to move up. I'm hoping to try and get some shots off, but my guys are pretty tired now. They've been running quite a long way, as you can see. And if you look at the mini-map, we're getting down to the corner of the map. So I managed to get a volley off, and he's going to try and cav charge me again. But I managed to form squares on both. So as you can see, they all just rear up, loads of his little men fall off and whatever. So they did some damage with that as well. But I mean, if he used his cav one at a time in different places, when he still had some of his line left, he'd have got a lot better use out of them. It's some pretty expensive units he's got there. So I send my cav unit in. As I say, they're better in melee. And with my squares firing as well, it gives them a great help. And I'm actually managed to chase these guys off. That's a Polish Guard Lancer unit there with 25 men I've managed to rout. Which I actually couldn't believe I managed to do that, but they routed away, so then I switch on to the other unit as well. They're right by the red line, which gives me a bonus because they're not going to be able to come back. So basically they're routing away, they run straight to the red line, and the red line sends them out. So, like that, you see, and as soon as one of them crosses the line, the flag goes. So it stops them from coming back as well, which was a good bonus for me, because the Polish Guard Lancers would definitely have come back. So now I'm going to start flanking on this guy. I send my cav into the back of his lights, there's nothing really he can do about it. Tries to get him away. Too little, too late though, really. I'm going to get some good hits on them. My lights on this side, I've got one light unit and 2 line, which was my pinning force. Basically, just engaging now, I'm outranging him, so that's good for me. So I've killed off that light unit. So I believe he's still got 3 lines over here, I think it is. 2 lines and a light, he's got. Oh no, 3 lines and a light, sorry. So he's outnumbering me, but he's got no general, and I've got a huge amount of men. If you look at the little bar at the bottom, it will show you how much in advantage I am. And according to that bar, he's got no hope at all of winning, which basically makes his men more scared as well. So my guys just going to give volley off. These guys are all going to start running away and pissing themselves and getting scared. So as you can see, they're running away now. Unfortunately, I have no cav left, I don't think, to be able to send in to stop them from coming back. A little bit of melee here, he realises he's not going to win a firefight with all these men, so he decides to try and go melee on them. These Dutch guys aren't actually too bad at melee. I mean, their stats show that they're pretty awful, but I've found they're actually not too bad. I've done a couple of games against France and one against Krasnikov as well, which I got destroyed. but I find they're not too bad in melee. But you find in Netherlands when they're facing Old Guard, they just get destroyed. I'm going to post that battle against Krasnikov, as it was quite an interesting one. But you'll see how his Old Guard just literally destroyed me in seconds. He said at the end they got over 200 kills each, and I think I killed very, very few of them. So these two units have come back from routing. I'm reforming my lineup. He's got no choice really but to kind of... Well, he's got no choices at all left for him now really. But he has to try and kind of pull up, I outrange him. So he's going to pull up now. And I'm going to be able to deal some good shots on him and kill him pretty comfortably.
Our general is under attack.
So that is pretty much the end of the battle. I'd like to say good game to my opponent. It was good fun, this battle. I'm really enjoying using Netherlands. I think more people should try and use them. They're actually not a bad nation, especially with the 9-star gen. So thank you for that. Right, this next thing I've got coming up is a little rant from me. Me and Leonidas went into a 2v2 clan battle against these guys. If you look at the writing that was written, he can't spell very good English, but he's a complete and utter arsehole. We kicked their arse, and we didn't realise but it was a ranked game, and here he goes, he dropped the game, and before he wrote us some very nasty, racist, rude words. These guys aren't worth playing, they're just going to pull every time you beat them, so don't even bother. As you can see at the top of the screen there, Leonidas is saying, you know, he dropped. But thank you very much everyone for watching, take a note of their names, and bye bye.